Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is your Modern Tech Breakdown. Today I'm taking a look at the news that the UK is investing Microsoft's deal with Inflection AI on the grounds of stifling competition. Let's jump into it. Here we have an article from the Wall Street Journal. Microsoft faces UK antitrust probe over ties to Inflection AI. The entire meat of the story is right up front. Let's get into it. The Wall Street Journal reports, Microsoft earlier this year hired Inflection AI co-founder and almost all of its employees and agreed to pay the startup around $650 million as part of a licensing fee to resell its technology. The UK's Competition and Markets Authority is now launching a probe of its own to determine whether Microsoft's ties with Inflection AI should be considered a de facto merger that might stifle competition in the UK. An initial decision is due by September 11th. We are confident that the hiring of talent promotes competition and should not be treated as a merger, a Microsoft spokesperson said. Okay, the UK is looking at this and questioning if this deal is a merger, and if so, what does that merger do to the competition in the AI space? So that begs the question, is it a merger? Well, the Microsoft spokesperson quoted here claims that it is merely hiring talent and not a merger. That is quite an interesting take, if you ask me. Here is a snippet from a very long profile of Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, in the New York Times that discussed the deal with Inflection AI. Less than a month later, Mr. Nadella finalized the deal. He flew down to Silicon Valley, where Inflection was based, and waited in the wings of a Hyatt hotel conference room as Mr. Suleiman told his employees that they were being absorbed into Microsoft, according to a person in the room. He said a special guest was on hand and Mr. Nadella entered, according to a transcript. Okay, so we're supposed to believe that the CEO of Microsoft flew to the company to welcome employees as they're being absorbed into Microsoft, and this isn't a merger? That's really a stretch. At this point, I'd like to point out that there are two main ways that a company can purchase another. One is an asset purchase and the other is a share purchase. An asset purchase is just what it sounds like. One company sells its assets to another company. The thing being bought and sold is a collection of assets. The other form is called a share purchase. In this case, one company merely buys the shares of the other company and thus becomes the legal owner of the company, including its assets and its liabilities. It certainly appears that Microsoft executed an asset purchase of Inflection AI. This still basically amounts to buying the company and still takes a competitor off the field, and denying so is pure PR. And often PR is just a euphemism for lying. Subscribers to the channel will recall from last week that I took a look at the arrangement between OpenAI and Microsoft. In that research, Microsoft PR again stated that Microsoft does not own any portion of OpenAI. That statement is really on the bounds of truth. I have two thoughts on this. One, Microsoft PR has a really creative relationship with the truth. And two, it appears that we have an established pattern where Microsoft is investing in AI companies and doing its absolute best to structure the deals in a manner to avoid regulatory scrutiny. Well, it seemed that they failed in that effort because both the US and the UK governments are looking into these deals. And with that, I think I'll leave it there. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.